In this video, I will show enhanced security features specific to working with the EnVision Reader and MyAssays Desktop Pro. Now, if you're working in a secure environment such as 21CFR11 or GxP, you will need to be able to prove that the trail from measurements through to data analysis and output are fully secured. In this video, I will show how MyAssays Desktop Enhanced Security System can be used to configure a secure handoff of data measurement from EnVision to MyAssays Desktop, and how MyAssays Desktop can be configured to output secure password protected Excel output. This process enables a fully secured workflow from data input to output. First, let's start with an unsecured configuration and look at its weaknesses. So here I have configured the system to automatically perform data analysis as soon as EnVision measurements are completed. Please, if you want to see how I did that, then please refer to the video link below for a walkthrough of that configuration. Basically, we have an EnVision protocol here configured to take some measurements and export some data. So let's run this now. Here we can see the measurements being performed. And then MyAssays Desktop is automatically launched to perform the data import, analysis and export to an Excel document that we can see opening in the taskbar here. Now, there are a number of weaknesses here. Firstly, this Excel output is an Excel document. It's very easy to make changes to this and simply save them. In addition, the way that the EnVision Manager exports the data to a file and then MyAssays Desktop imports the data from that file provides an opportunity for the measurement data to be modified. So for example, if we go to the EnVision data folder, we can see the CSV file containing the measurement data that we've just collected. It's very easy to open this file and make changes and save them. So an unsecured system like this is not going to stand up to scrutiny. MyAssays Desktop's enhanced security system has been designed to secure these weaknesses and provide further features as required for working in these types of environments, including user management, audit trails, and data protection. So let's launch MyAssays Desktop and enable the enhanced security features. So we can do this through tools and enable security. We're making system changes, so we need to provide user account control permission. So let's press yes. And this launches the security setup tool, which guides us through the process of configuring the system. So let's select on to turn on enhanced security and continue through the wizard. Now, there are two different authentication methods, and I go into more detail about these options in other videos. But in this video, I want to focus on the specifics as it relates to working with the EnVision. So I'm just going to accept the default options, including where our assay data is stored. I'm going to set up to use Excel report protection. Well, here we can enter a password that is applied to all Excel content that is generated by MyAssays Desktop. So for simplicity, I'll just accept the default password and press next. And let's press apply to make these changes. So let's press finish, and we need to restart the MyAssays Desktop Explorer. You'll notice the padlock icon. This is to identify that the system is now running with enhanced security features enabled. Now, I'm logged in as an administrator, so I can go to Tools and select Security Management to configure user access and authorizations. So you'll notice that my account has been automatically added to the unrestricted group. As the name suggests, this authorization group places no restrictions on the operations that this user can perform. However, we can assign each user to a particular authorization group. We can just double click here and select the authorization group. The system is pre-configured with various authorization groups to help you get started, but it's very easy to customize these authorization groups as you require. So for example, the run and review group, if we select that, then we can see the various authorizations that any user that belongs to this group will have available to them. So if we scroll down, we can see various options. Options that are of relevance to working with the EnVision are these data import options. So here we can see the restrictions placed on data importing through the run and review only authorization group. So in this group, we can see that any data import requires certification. Also, data import requires certification from this computer. So these options mean that data can only be imported if it is accompanied by a valid data certificate. And in this case, this data certificate must have been created on the same computer as where the data is going to be imported. So this can be used to prevent against importing data that was actually collected on a completely separate system. When working with the EnVision Manager software, if the protocol is configured to export to MyAssays Desktop format, as we can see here, the export format is CSV for MyAssays Desktop, then the EnVision Manager software will generate a data certificate alongside the export. So let's apply these changes to my account. Now, of course, we can create further users and assign them into different authorization groups as required. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll continue using my own user account. So let's exit and restart the application to apply these changes. So let's switch back to the EnVision Manager and run this EnVision protocol. Here we see the data analysis being performed automatically. Calculations are performed, results are saved, and the file is exported to Excel. So in this case, we'll notice that we cannot make any changes to the Excel content because the Excel sheet is now protected. Of course, the Excel sheet can be unprotected, but that would require knowledge of the password that the administrator has set when configuring the enhanced security system. Now, equally, we can test that the system has been secured against data modification by modifying one of these files. So I'm going to edit this file using Notepad. I'm just going to change one of these values and save the changes. So let's try and import these modified measurements into our MyAssays Desktop protocol. So let's switch to MyAssays Desktop and launch our protocol. And we can use the import wizard to attempt to import the measurement data. Let's select our modified file and press next. Now, the import process has identified that the file has been modified since it was created and it will not be imported. Now, if we return to our security management tool, then we can look at the audit trail and we can see that there was an attempt to import a file that has been blocked, and we can see a reason why this import was blocked. So by using MyAssays Desktop Enhanced Security, we can secure the data that is imported for analysis and secure the output exported via a password protected Excel document. I should point out that MyAssays Desktop Pro Enhanced Security provides several options for configuring and securing the system in many different ways. In this video, I've shown one approach that focuses on working with the EnVision. Please refer to the video links below for more details about other functions that are available when working in a secured environment.